I think I'm back. Chat isn't moving. Boo doo doo doo. Hey, there it is. There it is. I got memed on. Yeah, internet blipped for like a minute and everything went down. Whoops. I think it was Twitch messing up. Nah, it was my internet. Gab stream went down as well, and I tried to go to the Twitch page and it wouldn't even load the Twitch page, so. Is she back up?
Our internet might have just like reset.
Yeah.
Seems okay.
Internet did a whoopsie. But we're back. How does one get into the Discord? Mods, throw up a sick Discord link there for a second. If you have one. There it is. Look at it. There you go. Discord, baby. Dorian, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Undead Rose, thank you for the gifted sub. Komodo, thank you for the 3 months. Favorite Gojira album? I think The Way of All Flesh is my favorite album. It doesn't, I'm not, I think it was the first album of theirs that I bought myself. And I listened to like start to finish multiple times in a week. And I really, really liked it. So it kind of has a special place in my heart because of that. Listen to Corpse. It's a little too intense for right now. We're trying to be chill. Zero viewers? Man, rip my career. Geminus, thank you for the 3 months. Septic Actress, thank you for the 21 months, almost 2 years. It's lagging a lot. You might have to refresh because I'm not dropping frames anymore, so. Gino, thank you for the 1,000 bits. Thank you so much for all your vids and streams this year. The positive energy in them and the community they bring have been a major thing that kept me from going. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Gino H. Appreciate you. Are you tired from Thankmas? Yes. I slept great though. What are your plans for Nostalgia Week? I've been trying to think about it. I think Undertale is one. Maybe some Sims 4. I don't know how much I want to repeat myself from last time, because some games are nostalgic enough to do twice. Did I put that stuff into a... Oh god, did I do a playlist for those? I did. 2019! What exactly did I do for Nostalgia Week? We did Little Inferno, Happy Wheels, Kerbal Space Program, Turbo Dismount, EV, Skate 3, and GTA 5. We might have to do another Happy Wheels just for the shits and giggles now that I have green hair. A lot of them are hard to do because, like, I want to do Undertale and I will, but it's going to be one episode. And that's like, what part of the game do I show? Do I just play the start of the game for an hour and then stop it there? Like, it's weird to do that. And Sims 4 is an easier one to do because it's just like a one-off type of game that you can get in and fuck around in. Yeah, I might do some Subnautica as well. I might just go into creative mode in Subnautica and like do the whole story. in one video without having to, because you can get to the end pretty quickly once you don't have to pick up materials and build shit, and when you're kind of free to do whatever you want. I did have an ambitious idea for Nostalgia Week before, but it was just going to take too much time and energy to do. I was going to do an entire Let's Play in one video every day for a week. So I was going to do like all of Undertale in one video, all of Subnautica in one video, and things like that, but it's way too much. It's too much editing, it's too much time uploading and processing, it's too much effort to play an entire game for one video, and then just to, like, everything else would suffer outside of that because I would just be spending so much time doing that. But it does, like, what is nostalgic on the channel? Like, some people want certain games, and like Spider-Man PS4, and I'm like, that's not nostalgic. That was only a couple of years ago. Like Skate 3 and GTA 5, like all those were really nostalgic. And they were huge series as well, so it made sense. Frambo isn't that nostalgic. Like, it's from a while ago and it's nostalgic for some, but it wasn't that big a series to consider for Nostalgia Week. Like, I'm talking about the heavy hitters. Goat Sim is not a bad idea. I'm looking through my videos right now. Oh, BeamNG Drive would be a fun one. I should write these down. Because people have been asking for that for a while and I keep meaning to. What else did I say? Oh yeah. Prop hunt with the gang? I could ask them to play it. I don't know if they would. Because it would also be, can we play prop hunt for my Nostalgia Week? I mean, I'm sure that they would upload it and have fun as well anyway, but I don't want that to be the premise. Cookie clicker? Minecraft isn't nostalgic. I still haven't even continued Minecraft, let alone go back to it. The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. Okay, I'm asking for stuff that's nostalgic for the channel, not just nostalgic for people. Skyrim is 100% not nostalgic for my channel. Ooh, Cluster Truck might be a good one. I'll put an asterisk beside that. It'll be a fill-in for now. Turmoil? Is Turmoil nostalgic? I never really can. I'm talking about like the series that the channel is known for, basically. Like at one period on the channel, that was the game. And it had a huge influence on the channel itself. Also, I kind of feel like it has to be a game that I want to play. Man, the infamous Second Son series actually did really, really well in the end. Like millions of views. That's cool. That was like one of the first series that I really committed to and I was really excited about. Fun. Ooh, Escapists, yeah. That's a good shout. When was Escapists? How long ago was that? Boop, boop, boop. Oh. Oh, it's pre-green hair. 2014. I think that would be considered nostalgic. That was like 2 million subs. Damn. Alright, I have some good suggestions. Thanks, chat! You can stop suggesting games now. Valorant. So nostalgic. Jigsaw? Thank you so much for the 5 gifted subs. In Your Girl DM, thank you for the sub. NPDA, thank you for the 2 months. Duck Build Duck, thank you for the prime. Ketchup King, thank you for the sub. Boom Your Baby, thank you for the prime. Rukarat, thank you for the 100 bits. It's MX Chris, thank you for the prime. 11, thank you for the sub. Nia May, thank you for the gifted sub. Cyberpunk tonight? Not tonight, maybe tomorrow. Boo-doo. Your hair looks like grass. Well, good, because that means it actually turned out green. Abrasive, thank you so much for the 5 gifted subs. And Phaedra, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. When is the next RAF stream? This week sometime. Sherry, thank you for the gifted sub. This is like watching paint dry. There are plenty of other streamers that you could be watching. At this point, you're just wasting your own time. I mean, what part of chill, just chatting stream screams, let's go crazy? Redna, thank you so much for the 10 gifted subs. Jimbo, thank you for the sub. Vibes, thank you for the 50 bits. Play AC Valhalla. I was playing it in my spare time. Evelyn and I started it kind of around the same time. And we... Oh yeah, Daniel actually watched paint dry on a stream, so and that got 10k viewers, so... I don't think you know what you're talking about. I was playing Valhalla, and I don't know, it wasn't clicking with me. Oh no, did my OBS go down again? Say it ain't so. Is everything okay? I don't know. Okay. There it is. Chat just froze and then suddenly start going back up again. Everything's fine. Panic over! Cynical, thank you for the gifted sub. But yeah, Valhalla wasn't clicking with me. I went back and played Unity in my spare time. And that felt like a good old classic Assassin's Creed game. And I'd never fully played Unity. So I kind of got into an Assassin's Creed... like, week. that time, and I finished that. I was like, I think I'm done. I don't really want to play Assassin's Creed again for a little bit. What's your favorite AC game? Probably 2. But I don't know if it holds up, because I haven't played in quite a long time. Nostalgia things makes me want to play SCP. Man, yeah, I kind of just stopped that, didn't I? I think it was a little different than I expected it to be. It was a bit too random for my liking. I mean, I kind of knew going into it that it was, but it was just a lot more all over the place than I expected it to be. It feels a little too old at this point. Like you can, like those old games, like I remember playing Cry of Fear years ago, and I got to the ending of it, and as I got to the ending of it, I couldn't finish it because I didn't save enough ammo throughout the entire game to beat the final boss section of it. And it's like, well, your game's just kind of fucked at this point. Like, if you don't have the stuff, you just can't progress. And that's what SCP kind of felt like. Like, you can just get to a point where you save and then you're just dead over and over again. And I get that that's sort of the appeal, but it's a little too old and janky for my liking. But I kind of got out of that mindset for a while that everything I started I needed to finish. Like, it was a big problem for a while that, like, starting something meant that you had to finish it or people were going to get really pissy. And people still kind of do, but I've kind of gotten over that, like, everything I start I need to finish. Because it's just too much pressure. And a lot of YouTubers feel that, and that's why they don't do certain things. Because they feel like if they commit to it, they have to go the whole way. And then if you commit to something and people just don't like it, or YouTube doesn't recommend it to anybody, like, it's hard to commit to stuff like that. So right now I'm just in that space where, like, I'll just do what I want and what feels fun and what we can get the most sort of, like, energy and get the crack out of it, as the Irish would say. And that so far has yielded much more happier results. More happier? The Unity update was really good, but I feel that with the old version. Yeah, I should maybe try the Unity version of SCP. I think that would be much better to get into. Coffee Bean, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Fernu for the 2 gifted, and Nico Sabs. Did I get you guys already? Thank you for the gifted subs. Ace, thank you for the Prime, and Miz, thank you for the sub. Papers, Please would be good. Yeah, Papers, Please was, like, definitely a Nostalgia Week game, but I went back and played it again last year, the year before, so I don't want to do it a third time. Also, Slap Chop is coming this week. I'm committing to it. I've been talking to Vincent about editing it, and I think it's going to be really fun. He did the wearable chair video, and that was really fun. And I want to do Slap Chop. I have the Slap Chop and I have the Crank Chop. Maybe we should do both in the same video. Depending on what we do. Because it's like, you have a Slap Chop, it's like, what do you do? Slap Chop things? Wicked, thank you for the sub. See which is better? Yeah, they kind of do the same thing, don't they? They just turn one thing into smaller chunks of things. The Crank Chop is just more about pureeing it. Slap Chop Water Jesus? I'm way ahead of you. That was part of the plan from the get-go. Where is Water Jesus? I'd have to find him. You've owned one since they came out? I mean, it's not a bad product, honestly. You drank him, remember? I didn't drink him, I drank his fluids. Please don't do it on Christmas. I slap-chopped Jesus Christ himself. Merry Christmas. I drank Jesus's fluids. Doot. Kevin! Thank you for the raid! Very generous of you. We're just sitting here chatting and hanging out. But I appreciate it nonetheless. Welcome, Raiders. Raiders of the Lost Kevin. Kevin, the true villain. Kevin, I'm excited to play Raft again this week. This past week has been quite busy. Roz, thank you for the 2 gifted subs. A Bush, thank you for the sub. Calamity, thank you for the 4 months. Rukarat, thank you for the sub. McBoy for the sub. Trickster for the sub. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. I personally don't think you needed to dye your hair green. I mean, I don't need to do anything except pay taxes and dye. But I wanted to. I thought it would be a fun thing to do for the stream, and it was. Abrasive, thank you so much for the 10 gifted subs. Three idiots on a raft. Love it. Oh, no, how dare you? There are 4 idiots now. Dan joined us. Who pays taxes? Not Ludwig. You don't even need to pay taxes, just be a criminal. That's true. Hear me out. Tax fraud. How long are you keeping the green? We'll do nostalgia week with it. But I've been meaning to get a haircut for a long time. I dreamt about Ludwig. Don't we all? Writer, thank you for the 2 gifted. Hannah, thank you for the 100 bits. What do you do to make a bad day better? Asking for a friend. Is it for you, Hannah? Is it? Because that's okay too. I mean, what kind of just whatever I want to do. I know that's not an easy answer because sometimes you just don't want to do anything. Sometimes that's also fine because sometimes the thing I want to do that day is fuck all. And I just kind of sit on the couch and either play games or watch movies or just hang out with Evelyn. Those things are not mutually exclusive. Just kind of surround myself with good things that I want. If anything, they just prove as a good distraction. But it's different every day. The thing that kind of gets me out of it more is that I realize that it's like a temporary thing, that you're not always going to feel like that even if tomorrow you feel like that, like eventually it's going to go away or change. So not to like, just to let the bad day happen. Get through it however you can, and then someday will be better after that. Nico Sabs, thank you for the, or Neko Sabs, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. It's just Aaron, thank you for the sub. Thank you for the sub. Why green though? You must be new here. Welcome. Praise Bingus. Praise Bingus indeed. Lacrids, thank you so much for the 3 months. And Harry, thank you for the prime. Can you bring back Jack's funniest home videos? Yes. I just really wanted... Like, it's hard to find stuff to put into it. Because I like... I like when funniest home videos is... like the slap chop or the training videos. Like when it's sort of a themed thing that we can kind of go in on and have fun with it. Because I don't want it to just be watching random videos. Like I like when there's a theme to it, and sometimes it's kind of hard to find an entire theme for an episode. And I feel like I've gone through all the fucking weird products I can. But I do definitely want to bring it back. Because it's a really fun series to do, and I've met so many people in like public or online who are like, oh, that's my favorite series. And I kind of miss doing them. It's also nice to kind of give it a little break, to not overdo them. Overpaid, thank you for the 10 gifted subs. Appreciate that, thanks. Shady, thank you for the 4 months. The Happy Hob, hey, how's it going, man? Thank you for the tier 1. Happy Hob real? Happy Hob real. Thank you. I appreciate it. Saturn, thank you for the prime. Sharp Tacos, thank you for the prime. Substace, thank you for the 2 gifted. Sub Egon, thank you for the prime. Curious Kid, thank you for the 3 months. Bumpo. Another thing with the funniest home videos as well is that because you're reacting to a bunch of stuff, they're all just copyright claimed. Like everything just gets demolished by copyright after a while because there's just so many companies that you're reacting to in them, and that makes it harder. We'll see what we can do. The annoying ones are when you upload it, it's cleared, and then you're like, okay, cool, I can upload that tomorrow. And then as soon as you publish it, an hour in, it's hit with a copyright claim. So it's like, fuck. Because when that happens, then it stops getting recommended to people. And a lot of people just don't see it then. So I'm like, do I take it down, take the thing out, re-upload it, take it out while it's live? And it gets so messy. How does reaction videos survive then? I don't know. There's so many channels that are... I saw a channel recently that's just watching movies and reacting to them. Like whole ass movies. I'm like, how is this channel still up? How does that happen? Or people watching like full episodes of anime. I'm like, I can't even react to like a 30-second clip of a product. How the fuck do you watch whole movies and episodes of anime? I don't get it. Maybe they're not making any money off them. I don't know. It works under criticism? I don't think it does when you're just reacting to an entire thing. You still have to edit that down to be transformative. The reason games still get away with it is because because games are like an active medium that you participate in, and everybody's playstyle is different. That's why for some games it's still questionable because of if it's like a very highly scripted game that's kind of the same for everybody and the cutscenes are all the same and the story is the same mainly for a lot of people, it's kind of questionable in that regard. But stuff like Cyberpunk as an example, or Bloodborne, like everyone's going to play that completely differently. So it's more transformative that way. I don't know. I don't know any of this stuff works anymore. Felix plays Titanic horribly on stream, and then they're like, that's ours. Like, it's so hit and miss. 11 days till Christmas? Oh my god, it is. It's the 14th of December. Like, I know that the stream we did yesterday was on the 13th, and I was preparing for the 13th, but then you kind of forget what that actually means. Sony's refunding Cyberpunk because people were complaining too much. I think that's putting a bit more of a generalization on it. There's a lot of people complaining about Cyberpunk for very different reasons, like glitches and bugs are one thing. But people are specifically complaining about false marketing or withholding the PS4 and Xbox One versions of the game and not showing any footage of them until the game came out. And then people found out what a mess those versions of the game were. And even Cyberpunk themselves have now admitted to that today. And we're like, we're sorry for withholding it from you. If you want a refund, you can get it. Because it's I think they're refunding anybody's copy of the game now if they wanted it. They wanted it out before Christmas. They wanted to get those Christmas sales. They got a huge amount of them. They'll probably make the money off the game anyway, but they should have just delayed it another year. I know it was a meme to do that and to just... Because it's one thing to talk about the depth of the game. Some people are upset that it's not as deep as they had originally advertised. And I get it. Developing such a huge game with so many intricacies in it, it's a hard thing to do. And I don't think I would have cared too much about having it be a little more linear and not being too RPG for my liking, because it still would have been fun. It would have been a nice little romp to go through. But it's the bugs and the glitches and everything that are kind of pulling people out of the game constantly. And if they just took another year to tighten that stuff up and really just not grind their employees into the ground to do it. But it's a big company and there's investors and shareholders and people just want the game out for Christmas to make the sales on it. And like, nobody who works on the game wants the game to come out in this state. Like, anybody who makes something doesn't want it to come out incomplete. So it's unfortunate. Such a hugely hyped game that was never going to meet the hype, but still fell short of even some people's lower expectations. I'm still enjoying it. I'm still having fun with the game. Because I just didn't really have too high expectations for it anyway. I just like the city. I like driving around in it. I like the aesthetic of the game. I don't really care too much about the characters or the story, but I can definitely see if you're into that and you really wanted to enjoy it heavily and you were super hyped about it, then it's going to let you down. I think the bugs have led to some of the funnier moments that we've been playing it. And the repeated... Oh, the red light died? No. Some of the repeated lines in the game have been funny. And the kids and everything in the game, so... I'm still enjoying what I got out of it. Yeah, the battery and the light was... I got new lights. But they need to be charged. And they were on all day yesterday. So... Whatevs. Now we're just blue in the background. Don't use Philip Hughes? I used to. But these are Astera lights. And I like that they're wireless and can change colors, so if I need to go record something else in my living room or the kitchen or anything, I can just like turn them on and bring them with me, and I don't need to plug them in everywhere I go. They're very, very convenient. And they have more, like, I can set one light to like 5 different colors on its own, which I think is cool. It's not just one or the other. Is Mark dyeing his hair green too? Why would he? VTXR, thank you for the prime. Unloved Cancer, thank you for the prime. Cash Hancock, thank you for the gifted sub. Did you figure out if it was glow in the dark? It wasn't. I think you need to have like bright bleached hair and then let it sit for a long time in your hair with the green and then just like really pump a light into it and then it'll glow. I think it's more of a gimmick to sell it more than anything. You need a UV light? Oh, well there you go. Well, that's not really glowing in the dark then, is it? That's more like UV reactive. I don't have a UV light here. These are nice lights, but they don't go UV. Hannah, thank you for the sub. Cherry, thank you for the prime. Miss Ali, thank you for the prime. Seaboy for the prime. Simp, thank you for the 100 bits. Jitterbug, thank you for the gifted sub. Trapped in your bum, thank you for the 100 bits. The fuck? Oh, must resist urge to associate you with a piece of shit then. Oh, I did it anyway. Septic Abby, thank you for the gifted sub. You look like Jacksepticeye. Love that guy. That's a compliment, thank you. Watch it turn blue again? Well, it turned blue last time because I jumped in a swimming pool. So the chlorine activated it. Are carrots good? Carrots are the best. Eat your carrots. Eat your vegetables. Chlorine makes hair blue? Well, the chemical just reacted with my dyed green hair and a dark turquoisey blue was the result. Eat your Jacksepticeyes. I'm like a parent. Eat your vegetables. Nico, thank you. I keep saying Nico Sabs. Neko Sabs? As in a cat? Neko? Thank you for the gifted sub. Any of the games you're hyped for? What was that one called? The Little Devil Inside? Was that the name of it? I'm excited about that one. That looked cute. But big games? Not really. Next God of War? I mean, yeah, I'll play it, and I'll be more excited about it when it shows more. But right now, it's just like, we know it exists, and it has a title, and that's about it. What was that game? 12 minutes? Yeah. That was supposed to come out this year as well, but pandemic being pandemic, a lot of stuff got delayed, which is fine. Kerbal Space Program 2, but that's now like 2 years away. So it's like stuff I'm looking forward to and stuff that I'm like hyped for are very different things. Thoughts on the Silent Hills rumors? I would love a new Silent Hill game. It's been rumors about a new Silent Hill game for like a year and a half now at this point, but I don't know if it's happening. Gehrman is awaiting you. We'll get to Gehrman eventually, for sure. And I am going to ruin him. Oh, Resident Evil! Yeah, that's one that I'm looking forward to as well. The new one. God, so many games that I just forget are actually coming out. Minecraft 2? Could you imagine? Are mods deleting spam messages? Yes. Because spam's not allowed. Unless it's specific, like when something happens in a game or something like that. But you can't just come into chat and spam constantly. Just makes it harder to read chat. Dad's Bit, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. It's kind of their job. Yeah, exactly. That's what the mods are here for. I just ate a whole pizza. Damn! I'd love some pizza. So like a nice thin pizza right now. Not like a gratuitous pizza, but just like a nice thinly sliced pizza. Maybe I'll have that today. If it doesn't fuck up my stomach. Will you be dying it again or like how it is? I'm just gonna leave it. I mean, it's not that deep. I wanted to dye my hair green. I'm just happy it came out this green at all. Because the plan originally was to dye my hair while it was brown. And that wouldn't have shown up at all. So we bleached it the day before. Just to make sure that the green turned out a bit better. So I'm just gonna leave it the way it is. Free chat from slow mode. Why do people say that shit? It's like slow mode is here to be able to interact with the chat. If slow mode's off, then it just flies by and no one can read anything. Again, it's there to protect yourselves from yourselves. Will you post a selfie? I already posted one this morning on Instagram. You don't check my Instagram all the time, constantly? What are you, some kind of person with a life? Yeah, the chat's already really fast. I love the braid Evelyn did yesterday. Yeah, I want her to braid it again. When it's less, like, straw-like from the dye. Join the Dream SMP, Jack. It's not just something you can do. I'd have to be asked and allowed. And I have no idea how an SMP server works. I'm not that good at Minecraft. I'm just happy that I got Minecraft to run and I could continuously play it when I did. Let some conditioner sit in your hair for the next time you shower. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. You just play whenever and with friends? Oh. Is there no, like goal? Is that all people have been doing in those SMP servers, like Tommy and them? You just get in and hang out and play? There's no goals? What? It's roleplay. Oh! I am just finding out now that I had no idea what an SMP server was. Squishy, thank you so much for the 20 gifted subs. Oh, that's really generous. Thank you so much. Gamer Girl, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Thanks, Squishy. Oh, well, roleplay I can do easily. Roleplay is what I'm best at. Sounds wrong. Improv is what I'm good at. Improv is what I'm best at. There we go. Saved? The thing with SMP servers though is usually people all have their own thing going, and they've all been there already, and they all know what they're doing, and they all have like in-jokes and like a little story that they've all crafted themselves then. So if you join after, it's like, well, how do I fit into this? What are we doing today? Just chatting? Yep. I want to play Minecraft with Saikuno and Corpse and Ray and Toast. All those guys. I'd love to be able to play with those guys more, but the fucking time zones mess me up so much. Like, we have played and we can organize a session to play, but the timing naturally never aligns. It's like they have to do it midday for them for like 8 p.m. here, which just gets so messy, and it's like I don't want people to have to like wake up and immediately stream. And if they want to play at nighttime, which like evening to nighttime-ish is such a nice time to stream, because I feel like everyone's in like a nice space at that point. But they're all in like PST time zone, I think, so to like meet up naturally just doesn't really happen. What's your next go-to game? I don't know. I usually have a game that I play in my spare time, just when I'm not streaming or not gaming, like for YouTube. But I don't really know. I've just been playing Dark Souls 3 again recently. Why doesn't Felix play with Mark anymore? I don't know. I'm not either of those guys. Red Dead Redemption 2, I'm like a third through that game, and every now and then I'll go back and play it for like a week and then just stop again. So maybe I'll play it on the Series X where it runs really well and loads quicker. Do you think being in Europe as a streamer impacts your sleep schedule since you play with some Americans a lot? That's a good question, and yes, absolutely. I feel like being in Europe and doing this sort of career, especially with a predominantly American audience, like 64% I think of my audience are from North America, which is huge. Like 64% coming from one location. Well, one location. It just makes it harder to coordinate stuff. Like, not even just for my uploads and streaming, but a lot of the work that I do, like, my manager lives in LA, and like, anytime you have to sign contracts or documents or talk to, like, lawyers or a coffee company or anything like that, any sort of business-wise stuff, it all happens from, like, 7 p.m. onwards here. And that's when most people would be done with their work. So I feel like I wake up, do my own stuff for my channel at that time, and then later in the day, then I have a whole new set of stuff to do then. So it's all day. Which it makes it tricky. And then if I stream at nighttime, it's that more of America is online at that time, and them being the majority of my audience leads to like, because when you stream and stuff, you want the most amount of people to be able to enjoy it and catch a stream, but time zones make that a hard thing to do. And then evening streams are usually better because more people can make it, but it's kind of from the one location, so it's tricky. No. Wop 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 wop. I'm not listening to that fucking 3 a.m. music. It makes me feel bad every time. I'm like, oh god, I've been playing too late. And there goes the blue one! I guess we're just sitting like this now today. I'm being really weird. That one had a huge impact. God. Let's just sit like this then. Oh, nice. Don't need this one too bright now. F for the blue light. Now we're extra chill. Looks kind of cool though. It has its own aesthetic, I guess. I like the colors in the background though. Is the nice city flag gonna drop too? Yeah, the whole wall will just start falling apart. All of the foam that's on the wall will fall off as well. Kitten, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Clousdy, thank you for the prime. Kaylee, thank you for the sub. Fallen Angel for the sub. Reina, thank you for the gifted sub. Oh no, not gifted, for 2 months in a row. Danka, thank you for the sub. Red Love, thank you for the 3 months. I didn't even know you were live until I look on Twitter. Well, that's why I posted there as well. Because just have people have a chance to catch it. Nakorm, thank you for the prime. And Miller, thank you for the prime as well. Kitsune, thank you for the sub. Is there any way to DM you? Not really, sorry. If I DM with one person, then I have to... Oh, I don't have to DM with everybody, but it just feels a little unfair. How much is Thankmas at now? Good question. Total $4.4 million raised. Boo-doop, boo-doop. It's fucking crazy. Huge. Oh, Kevin! I didn't realize Kevin already streamed for it. Kevin raised 20k as well. Thanks, Kevin! That's unreal. Thank you so much. Jarvis Johnson raised $5,555.55. That's awesome. Amber... Oh god, my camera's freaking out now. Amber raised 11k. Vincent raised 11k. Lixian raised 10k. Chippy with 7.5. Unreal! Thank you guys for taking part, everybody. Jaden raised over 150k. So cool. Evelyn told us the green hair was her idea. Yep. We were out on one of our many walks, and we were talking about it, and I was like, what's a cool thing to do for 500k? Because it's such a big goal. What should I do? And she was like, you could dye your hair green. And I was like, huh. I was like, that might be fun. The thing that like made me really want to do it was then the idea of doing another nostalgia week, because I'd been thinking about doing that for a while. I'm wondering if I would do another one this year. And then the idea of dyeing it green and then doing a nostalgia week was was a fun idea. Gab is 300 IQ. I mean, Gab's really fucking smart in general. No, all memes aside. She's really, really smart. I mean, she speaks 3 languages fluently. That's a fucking hard thing to do. Yeah, she got a master's degree. She's a smart cookie. What languages? Japanese, Dutch, and English. Camera's tripping out again. Yeah, because it's... I don't know what it's trying to focus on. It seems to be if I, like, move slightly out. Or not. Maybe it's just fucking temperamental. Do-do-do-do. The green is so yellow. What are you talking about? There's yellow behind me. It's clearly green. Stop it, camera. Rotten Tomato, thank you for the prime. Do I speak Gaelic? No. Thoughts on Cyberpunk? Not really what they promised. And not as RPG as I thought it would be. But still fun in its own way. Camera's focusing on a ghost behind you. Neko, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Carly Quinn, thank you for the prime. Main Shot, thank you for the prime. Condiment Games, thank you for the sub. Kinky Creatures, thank you for the sub. Slayer, thank you for the prime. I love food, thank you for the sub. Me too. Me too. Camera is going nuts. You'd think it would be able to focus on my face considering how white I am. I don't know why it does it. It's trying to focus on something all the time. Maybe I should move stuff around in my background at some point. Maybe it's the dark foam wall that's kind of fucking it up. It used to be fine for a while though. Ghost? Probably. Ghost, come on in. Be in the stream. The microphone? Let's see. I think it's trying to focus in the back and then me though. See if it happens again. It's not even consistent either. I don't know. Cats, thank you for the sub. Camera misses the lights. Yeah. Reminiscing. See, there it goes again. The mic isn't even in frame. Boop, 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 boop. Ghost it is. Focus on me! Hey! Get out of here! No lights Monday. Sag. Lights gone. Sad peepo. Cats, thank you for the sub. Lawton, thank you for the sub. Lord Scuba Steve, thank you for the prime. Airy Crows, thank you for the 2 months. How you doing, Jack? Feeling good? Yeah. I'm very, very happy with how yesterday went. Still tired, but very, very proud of everything we did yesterday. Boo-doo, boop, boop. Boo-doo, boop, 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 boop. Did you see MatPat's stream? Yeah, they did an incredible job as well. What did they get? 3.2 million in their streams? Fucking nuts. For St. Jude. Huge congrats to them. I didn't realize until after that they asked me to be part of it. But I didn't see the DM. I was so busy setting up everything for my one over the last few weeks and months. And then a DM came in, and I guess I'm bad at checking DMs, but I just didn't see it. I feel bad. Get the EMFs, boys! There's a ghost in here. Somebody get the Luigi board. Ba-doom. Sanctity, thank you for the sub. Ho 2.0, thank you for the sub. What are you gonna play? Nothing. We're just chatting. God, I keep getting messages and it's fucking distracting me. Guys, I know Ethan met his goal. You don't need to keep spamming it. I already talked about it earlier and said that I was proud of him. So many people met their goals. And I'm happy for all of them. Favorite Mastodon album? Is it Blood Mountain? Yeah, Blood Mountain. Again, first one I really got into. Seems to kind of be the case for a lot of the bands. Kevin met his goal 3 times? Damn! Fuck yeah. Little baby Eve. He's not a baby. Jesus. He's 24 years old. Car, thank you for the prime. Go Streaming, thank you for the sub. Hunt Grey, thank you for the sub. Fred Lord, thank you for the prime. Or the sub, not the prime, sorry. Yeah, Blood Mountain was the first Mastodon album I really got into. But Eve, yeah, I get it. I get it, you like Ethan. I'm not him. He's not here. God, I hope you guys don't go to his chat and start spamming about me. Tje! Or TJ. Why did I pronounce it like it was a fucking Swedish name or something? Thank you for the sub. Call me Nest, thank you for the prime. Tej Arnold, thank you for the sub. Be Sweet, thank you for the sub. You look like you work at a Jamba Juice. Would you like a carrot drink today? We have a new special. Would you like a health kick? When did they sell a Jamba Juice? I've never been. TJ, yeah. Che. They mostly spam Ethan about Mark. Oh man, that's fucking annoying. Don't do that. Don't spam streamers and YouTubers about other streamers and YouTubers. It's kind of rude if you just go to somebody else's stream and start spamming about somebody else. It's like the people who come to streams and be like, oh, this person started streaming, so I'm leaving now, bye. It's like, that's fine, but you don't need to announce it. Kira, thank you so much for the prime. People, thank you for the 2 months. Agent Moore, thank you for the prime. Ken Kyre Knight, thank you for the prime. I mean, I know everybody gets it. Everybody gets it. I mean, I get spammed constantly as well, but it's like you want to be able to sit and read your chat and have fun and interact. Oh, the chat was moving so fast that I merged sentences. Somebody said sexy blue-eyed green Irishman, and then somebody said rainy day in Virginia, so I thought somebody called me a sexy blue-eyed virgin. The sentences, I couldn't focus on them at the same time. Any chance for Raph? Not today. Sometime this week, though. I promise. Well, that's not wrong. No. Don't do it. Have you guys seen that clip, by the way? The no, don't do it, I'm a virgin. I felt like it was known everywhere. But I guess not. I don't know what it's from. But it's this clip. What am I stopping?
Don't do it. No. That's not good. It's wrong. No. No. No, don't do it. No. No. No.
Nothing bannable in this, is there?
No. 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 No, don't do it. No. No, don't do it.
Maybe.
No. 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 Don't do it. I'm a virgin.
This was just stuck in my head for so long now, and every time somebody in Among Us does anything, I'm like, no, don't do it. It's the fucking weirdest. I think it's from like a real, probably from a real porn. It's up on YouTube. If I get banned for looking at that innocuous clip with nothing actually in it, then ban all of YouTube, please. But it's funny. No, don't do it. I am a virgin. A+ acting. It was a little edgy. Get a little edgy now and then, you know? Give that man an award? Maybe he did. You don't know. I don't know what porn awards go around. Best one. Thank you for the prime. Shit for brains. Thank you for the prime. Aw. Burst. Thank you for the sub. And Josh, thank you for the prime. Shit for brains. Oh, I haven't heard that in such a long time. Hey, shit for brains. What a good one. What a good thing to call someone. Hi, Top Santa. Thank you for the 245 bits. Was able to donate more than usual yesterday, and it felt great. So proud of what we all accomplished. That's great, Hannah. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Thank you. Camera. Stop. Fine, I'll put it on manual focus. Can you guys believe it? Manual focus in this day and age? Can't even have nice autofocus? God! What else? Not even gonna be able to turn on the camera? This fucking stinks. I wanna be able to autofocus. Why is life so hard? Oh, autofocus, oh, it's so fun, yeah. Now I'm gonna have to come back and manually focus it myself. Cause that would just, while I was gone, it just focused on the back wall, so now I'm just gonna have to refocus it and fucking troubleshoot everything. God! Like, how much is too much? Is that good? That's fucking way too close. Is this good? I don't know. Oh, that's not bad, actually. Where is the focal point? I don't know. Here. Fuck's sake. Whole day's ruined. annoying because now if I do a video, I kind of like, whenever I move around a lot in my videos, if you couldn't tell. And anytime I do, when it's manual focus, it's like, ah, fuck! And now I'm out of focus. I guess that's kind of funny. Yeah, I'm about to flip a table soon. Delwyn Monkey Man. They give the 1,000 bits. Have a shit ton of bits. You look so sexy with green hair. Thank you. Can we have Doom Eternal music in the background? Normally I would say hell yeah and get straight into it, but we're trying to be chill. Does Animal Crossing music not get DMCA'd? Usually game music won't. Because then they would have to start DMCAing the actual gameplay clips that have the music in them. Loopholes, baby! Or maybe Nintendo are just going to be absolute shitheads. Because they've been just DMCAing all of the stuff on YouTube. Or blocking it or copyrighting it. Is this Moist Critical? Yes, hello. I am Twitch Jesus. Jess, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. Any more Bloodborne streams soon? Yeah. I don't know when, but soon. Are you gonna do Doom Eternal DLC? I'm not sure. Maybe? Noodle, thank you for the 3 months. Danielle, thank you for the 2 months. Minecraft music? Yeah, we'll change to Minecraft music now. We'll get real chill. I don't know if that's the one I want to listen to. Yeah. Minecraft music is low-key fire, though. Just got onto Hades and it's so much fun. Welcome. Welcome to life post-Hades. There are 2 types of lives. Pre- and post-Hades. How did you get so good at impressions? Corpse is right, you're amazing at them. I don't know. I've just been doing voices and sound effects and shit with my voice ever since I was a kid, because me and my brother would do stuff all the time. Hey, Crackle, stop! And sometimes I just hear it in my head and then try and replicate it, and sometimes I can, so... Too loud? Yeah, it was really loud for some reason. Is that better, chat? How many siblings do you have? 4. And I'm the sweet baby. How come you don't do voice acting? More voice acting? I know you've done a few things. We'd be so good at it. I don't know, just conflict of interests, I guess. I mainly focus on my YouTube stuff, and if I have time and get... Like, voice acting isn't something you just do. You have to actively pursue it and audition and get the part and all that stuff, and like, that's not my main thing right now. Jess, Jess, thank you for the 10 gifted subs. Joker, thank you for the 100 bits. Where'd you get your water bottle? I just bought it off Amazon. I was like, how much water should I be drinking in a day? And I didn't know. And I was like, what if I just get a water bottle that tells me? And then I did. I don't follow these markings at all. They tell me what hour I should be drinking what. But I'm like, okay, you're supposed to drink 2 of these in a day. So if I can do that, then I'll be happy. At least that's what the thing said. I only drink like half of this normally in a day. So ever since I got this, I've been drinking so much more water. So even if it's still not enough, I'm drinking so much more than I used to. And that's better. How much does it say you should be drinking in a day? Just give me a number. 3.7 liters of fluids a day for men and 2.7 for women? What? 30 milliliters per kg of body weight. Oh, God. Still not drinking enough, and that's so much water. Fucking hell. I thought this was like 2 liters, and I'll be happy if I get the 2 liters in. That's a lot of water. Yeah, there's water in food, actually. Yeah, that's a good point. You get your fluids from other sources. I do feel much better when I drink more water. Like, I know that's such an obvious thing to say, and so many people say that when they drink more water, but honestly, it really does do a lot for you. And anything to just feel less shit, you know? Isn't that a mood, gamers? Anything to feel less shit. Jacksepticeye. Jess, thank you for the 10 gifted subs again. So generous, thank you. Cheesy, thank you for the sub. Cutters, thank you for the sub. Shurko, thank you for the sub. Ving, thank you for the prime. And Serena, thank you for the prime as well. What about Free Guy movie? It got pushed to May, I think. I think I saw an article talking about it. Did you see the Little Nightmares 2 demo? Yeah, they gave it to me, and I forgot to play it. There was so much other stuff coming out and going on and everything. I was like, okay, I'll play it. And then, like, I think a week or 2 went by. I saw other people uploading it, and then they removed access to the demo after that, which is what they were supposed to do, which just passed by so quickly, and I just didn't get around to it. Which is fine, because I'll play the whole game when it's out, and I guess I don't really want to be spoiled on anything that's in it. I don't really want to do like 30 minutes and then do those 30 minutes again when the full game comes out. So I'll be happy when it's out and I'll just do the full thing. Oh, that's a game I'm excited for. Little Nightmares 2 comes out in February, right? I'm really excited for that. God, why does this music get so loud? Among Us with Gab? Nah. It's not her type of game. I mean, regular Among Us isn't even really my type of game anymore. It's too intense. It's too draining. It's not nice to have to lie to people, even as part of a game. It just doesn't feel good. People get so amped up and tense about it. And even though after that, it's like everyone's just like, yeah, okay, see you next time. It's like, I just still don't feel good after I play a long session of Among Us. It's so much nicer when we do proximity chat. Because then it's all improv and roleplay and just fucking around. And memeing. And that's so much more fun. I think it's even more fun to watch it that way. Like, I used to really watch a lot of Among Us content, but any of the rounds now that's just serious gameplay, I don't want to watch anymore. It's just not fun to watch anymore that way. proximity chat breathed so much more life into the game. And the new map coming out will... The new map coming out, obviously, people will play it more seriously again and play it normally because you have to, like, test the map and see how it works in the regular game. But the maps that are in it now, it's just... I don't want to play it normally anymore. Because maps are one thing. Maps will breathe new life into a game as well, but it's so temporary. Like, you see it happen with so many games. Like, Phasmo got a new map, but it's like... Okay, a new map is good, but it's still the same mechanics. A new map for Among Us is a lot different than it would be for like a Phasmo, because it's the map is everything about the gameplay. But stuff like Fall Guys, it's like new levels didn't really do anything for the game. It's like I played them and then I'm like, okay. Like the lag and the inconsistency in it is the thing that's stopping me from playing that. But if you have proximity chat in Among Us, it just changes the fundamentals of the game, which completely opened it up to a whole new type of gameplay. So it'd be cool to see the Among Us devs work with the person who made CrewLink and make it like a fully fledged thing for the game. So when you get in, you can play it prox or you can play it regular through the game itself. That'd be fun. But I don't know if Among Us have any plans of putting proximity chat into the actual game, or if they're just going to leave it to like a modded thing. Insight, did I get you already? Thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Diving Dude, thank you for the Prime. Sirius, thank you for the sub. Jess for the 5 gifted subs again. Mollusk for the Prime, and Olivia for the Prime. Thank you guys. Yeah, Among Us works really well because people miss each other. It came at the perfect time. And I honestly think Fall Guys would be doing amazingly still if it just wasn't so inconsistent. They need to really tighten up their netcode to keep that game going, I think. Like, everyone I talk to is just so tired of not even just the inconsistency in the rounds. Because it's not so much about skill-based stuff anymore. Skill-based stuff leads it to be like, okay, I can get better, I can get better, I can get better. But when it's so inconsistent and there's so much lag and people are like taking your tail from miles away, but on their screen they were right next to you, it just makes it too... It's too all over the place to be any sort of fun at that point. I am curious to see private lobbies with Fall Guys, if that ever happens. Because maybe that'll be a lot smoother. They are rolling those out? Okay, sick. Maybe that'll help with a lot of it. Alana was talking about... Oh yeah! Alana's holding... Duh. I'm part of that lobby. Alana's going to be doing a 45-person Among Us lobby. A private one. And we can all be part of that. Not we, I mean like creators. I think she's doing it for Thankmas. Music's nice. It's Minecraft. It's Minecraft 1, 2, and 3 mix. Music 10 hours. Don't you just love YouTube titles? Backfart, thank you for the 2 months. D7, thank you for the Prime. Zero, thank you for the 100 bits. And Artex, thank you for the 100 bits. Excited for Dying Light 2? No. I was, until the company kind of fell apart making the game. And it's in development hell, so I don't think that that's going to be a good game anymore. Basically, isn't the game like postponed indefinitely? Like, it doesn't have a release date anymore. Yeah, in January 2020, developer Techland announced that the game's release would be delayed indefinitely. A release in the second half of 2020 looks more likely now for Dying Light. I will be astonished if that game ever comes out. I am excited for Back 4 Blood, though. That game they showed off. The original Left 4 Dead devs are making a new game called Back 4 Blood, which is basically Left 4 Dead. But it looks really cool. I think that's going to be a fun one with Mark, Bob, and Wade. Switch to Skyrim music. Did you enjoy the Game Awards? Yeah, it was fun. I'm glad I got to be part of it. I presented an award 2 years ago with Pokemon when it was live. We got to go out and, or like in person, I mean, like walk out on stage and introduce the category and give away the award. I think it was one of the first awards of the night for Best Narrative. And that was really fun. So to be asked back again to do it over Zoom was really, really nice. Oh, Back 4 Blood gets crossplay. Oh, crossplay would be huge for that. But yeah, the Game Awards, they weren't anything like, oh my god, did you see the Game Awards last night? But to actually have an award show like that with some world premieres and exclusive footage and all, like new trailers for new announcements and everything during a pandemic is huge. Like, hats off to Jeff for putting that together. He works so hard. He gets memed on a lot, and after the shows, people are always like, man, it's so boring. You didn't show this, you didn't show that. Like video game culture is still very toxic when it comes to social media responses. Among us, yeah. So he weathers that pretty well. And he's just trying to do his best and have something fun for people in the gaming community. Like so many of the cool footage that we get at the end of the year and the actual game award. Like, there's a bunch of outlets and a bunch of events that do a Game of the Year award. But the Game Awards version of it is the one that everyone considers like the one to get. Like, it's basically like the Oscars of games. So credit to Jeff for putting that together. Dude, thank you for the 10 gifted subs. Were you happy that Ray won? Yeah, I'm very happy. Ray had a great year, and getting to meet her properly through Among Us and being able to play with her and actually interact with her and see how much energy and life she puts into what she's doing. She's a great creator. And I feel like it was well deserved. Not that if somebody else won it, it wouldn't have been deserved, but I don't know, Ray would have been my pick. Ulrich, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Like, not only is she the biggest female streamer of the year, which is already great for recognition in such a huge white male dominated space. But to see her come through like that, not only being like great representation for women in gaming and streamers and stuff, but to be one of the bigger streamers of the entire year in general is huge. Yeah, guys, I'm a super simp now because I like good representation and equality in the gaming space that's surrounded by toxic assholes. If that makes me a simp, then sign me up, buddy. This is why we're still stuck in that space. Because anytime anyone tries to push forward it gets met with all that kind of shit. And then some guys then are afraid to actually stand up and speak out about it and say what they really think because they're being afraid of being called a simp or being like virtue signaling or being a snowflake and all that shit. It's so fucking cringy. It's like it is something that's a huge problem and it does need to be changed. And this type of representation goes such a long way. Gamer Girl, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. And she absolutely deserves the award. Like, it's not done for any of those reasons. To be like, well, we have to give it to a woman or something like that. She truly deserves her award. And I'm super happy for her. Average Leaf, thank you for the 8 months. Tom Nook, thank you for the 5 bits. And the Caffeinated Dragon, thank you for the 25 bits. Will you upload Hades streams to YouTube? Maybe. Genuinely supporting others shouldn't be frowned upon? Exactly. Have I seen Brooklyn Nine-Nine? Yeah, how many seasons are in Brooklyn Nine-Nine? I watched a lot of them. Seven seasons. I think I watched 4 or 5 of them. I think 5. About to be an 8th. Yeah, I think I stopped at season 5. I kind of like blasted through all of them and then didn't catch up with any of the newer seasons. Ifs, thank you for the prime. Captain Arminica. Or Armincia, sorry. Thank you for the sub. Thank you for the sub. Did I see Party in the Backyard's Sean music? No. They gifted subs. Oh, maybe that's why they're trying to get me to see their thing. Oh, they remixed Felix's one? Oh my god.
Okay, Sean, this is your moment.
Fuck yeah! How did you turn his thing into this?
Please, let's work with me together. Purple is galaxy. This galaxy. Please, let's work with me together.
This is sick.
Purple is galaxy. This galaxy.
That's great. I love it.
This galaxy.
We rule this galaxy. Yeah, boy. Yeah, fucking rule. It's fucking awesome. Shani Ani. I hope he never calls me Sean again. It's so bizarre. Muesli, thank you for the prime. An absolute bop, if ever I've heard one. What song was that? Look up Party in the Backyard. And it's the first song on their channel right now. That's your name? Yeah, but he never calls me that. It's so weird. Like, I call him Felix a lot. It'd be weird if I called him PewDiePie. Hey, PewDiePie, what's up? Yeah, he can call me Little Green Man if he wants. Felix is live right now. Probably killing it in Cyberpunk. As he do. Critical kept calling Jack Sean. Well, it's more of a... So many people now call me Sean. Like, Charlie's called me Sean way more than he's called me Jack. It's just weird when Felix does, because we've hung out so much and he's called me Jack all the time, so to hear Sean is just bizarre. How are you, Sean? Like, really, how are you? Oh, I thought you were talking about how that was my name. I'm doing good. I got a pee. I'm still tired from yesterday, but feeling good. Where do you and Hassan know each other? Just through the grapevine. We eventually just started knowing more and more people in degrees of separation, and then eventually the Among Us stuff with AOC happened and we aligned that way. I've been watching more and more of his stuff this year and seeing more clips and stuff of him and got into him that way. So I guess just knowing people who know people. Like I said it yesterday that I've gotten to know so many new people this year, especially like the Toast crew. And Saikuno, Ray, Corpse, and then through all of that, you start meeting more people, and then more people. It's been a great year for meeting new faces. Do you like Lord of the Rings? Oh, maybe I'll watch Lord of the Rings today. We got the... Oh yeah, remember I told you guys that the 4K version of Lord of the Rings wasn't going to come until the 20th? They said that. It said it was delayed, and then it was like arriving the 20th of December. I was like, man, it was supposed to arrive today when I was on stream. And then 4 days later, it actually arrived. So it was like arriving the 20th, and then suddenly it was like, okay, it'll arrive to you later today. I was like, okay, thanks Amazon. Fucking weird. Which is great, because that means I got it quicker. But we have the 4K extended edition now that I want to try out. But Evelyn also got Kairo on Blu-ray, which is a Japanese horror movie called Pulse in English. And we watched that before together as well, but now she's the Blu-ray version of it that we want to try watch. And it's really, really good. I would highly recommend that. Just look up Pulse Japanese horror movie. But also Tenet came out on home viewing today in England, and I haven't seen that yet, and I've heard a lot about it, so maybe we'll watch that later today. I'm taking today off. I mean, I know I'm streaming right now. I don't really consider this work. Because we're just sitting here chilling and I'm not putting 110% effort into it. But I'm taking like the rest of the day to just kind of do stuff that I want. A casual day. Tenet was terrible in my opinion. Yeah, I've heard a lot of mixed stuff about it. Yeah, Tenet is so good right under that. So I'm curious to see how I'll enjoy it. I talked to PJ and Sophie about it. They saw it a while back. And they said it was good, but not his best. And I like Christopher Nolan movies. Even though the fucking audio mixing in his movies is absolute trash. I don't know why. Have you ever watched a Christopher Nolan movie and can't hear a damn thing that people are saying on screen? So you have to turn it way up. And then it's like, oh, now I hear them. And then suddenly like gunshots or something happen and you're like, Jesus fucking Christ. Dunkirk was the worst for that. Because the planes are supposed to be like overbearing and super loud and really like scare you, and they do. But then the people start talking, and I'm like, I have no idea what you're saying. I don't know why. Maybe it's a thing that he likes in it. But I can't imagine a director wouldn't want you to hear what people in his movie are saying. Because everything else in his movies are amazing. His visuals, the dialogue when you can hear it is really good. The stories are usually pretty good. The setup, the premises, the camera angles, like everything's so good. And then the audio just lets it way down. But people watch them, so why change, I suppose? Yeah, but it's something that people always complain about. And it's not something that's like if you change it, then people will stop watching. Like, people will still watch it anyway. You might as well make it listenable. He makes him to be viewed in the cinema. I mean, I saw Dunkirk in the cinema and I still couldn't hear what people were saying. And I haven't seen it since. Maybe I'm just a stickler for audio, but from what I've seen in chat, a lot of people seem to have the same problem with those movies. Because you shouldn't have to like turn up and down the volume constantly. That's not a well-balanced movie. Dunkirk is the best Nolan movie? Well, I'm glad you like it. Authenticity of audio, reality audio maybe. That's the only thing I can think of, yeah. That they're trying to... For something like Dunkirk, it makes sense because it was supposed to simulate like a real-world event. But something like The Dark Knight, it doesn't make any sense, especially since Batman sometimes is hard to understand anyway. I don't know. Yeah, we'll just watch with subtitles. That's a good plan. I do that anyway. Ninja has a rule that you have to be a follower for 30 minutes before chatting. I mean, if that's what he wants to do, then good for him. Ninja gets a fair amount of people memeing on him constantly, so I can imagine his chat gets very, very hard to read through. I like Dunkirk because Harry Styles is in it. He actually wasn't that bad in it. He was a lot better than I expected. He's not just a pretty face and a nice voice. He actually like tried to act and did pretty well. There's a Lord of the Rings show coming? Yeah, that's going to be fun. I'm excited about that. Hopefully it turns out good. I'll be happy just getting into that world again. Like, I didn't like the Hobbit movies too much, but it was still kind of nice and warm and cozy. It was like returning home. Like, I don't need to... Nothing will top the original trilogy anyway. I hope... Like, they never really need to do them again, because it was so... well done, it was so well paced, and the stuff they changed from the book for the movie made sense, and it really felt like they cared and loved it, and there was enough practical effects in the movie to not have it age too much. That's a real big reason to use practical effects, by the way. When you go CG, you can really tell that it's aged a lot faster than you can with practical effects, even though the practical effects don't look the most realistic. It's like why the Thing movie has aged so well, because practical effects... You know it's not real, but it grounds it in the reality of the scene more because the lighting matches what's there. And you don't have to worry about like texture work too much with CG model. It's harder to match reality. So when it ages, you really tell. I mean, Lord of the Rings just ages like a fine wine. Some of the CG, it's like, whatever. But it's used so sparingly, only when it's really needed. It's the same reason Jurassic Park has aged so well. You don't... The CG was used so effectively because it was done at like nighttime with rain, and that's such an easier thing to show CG through Because everything is just shiny then and dark, so you don't see the blemishes as much. Yep, original Star Wars as well, using matte paintings for backgrounds. It's one of the big reasons that people, like, kind of shit on the prequel trilogies, because there was too much CG. But George Lucas's CG was out of this world at the time, and still holds up pretty well. Yeah, Hayden Christensen is coming back for the Kenobi series. I'm so happy. The Mandalorian doing pretty good. I still have to watch season 2. Maybe I'll do some of that today. Because it's not something that I'm like, oh god, I need to watch it, so I'm, oh Jesus! I'm not like dying to watch it, but I definitely want to see it. I've heard really good things about the second season. Because the first season of Mandalorian, I wasn't too into. I appreciated what it was, and I liked that it was... I absolutely loved the look of it. I love the color grading they did in that show. I love the lighting that... Surprise! I like the lighting. But... I... Like, the story-wise, I wasn't, like, super into it. Why is everyone saying, oh Jesus? It's a Sykkuno thing. Santa? Is my name Santa and verified? Thank you for showing up in the stream, Santa. Heard so many people saying season 2 was even better than 1. Yeah, same. That's why I'm excited about it. Please don't spoil anything in chat about it. I've already been spoiled about what Baby Yoda's name is, which doesn't really spoil a whole lot. But I don't want to know what's actually happening. But it feels like they got a good rhythm going with the second season, from what people have been saying. Oh Jesus, you guys actually killed her! I love Sykkuno. So fun. Hufflepuff Tracks, thank you for the 11 months. It also seems like he's having more fun with the proximity-based Among Us. He's like coming out of his shell a bit more and being a bit more assertive. And just kind of fucking around with people more. It's cool. Excited for Loki? I guess I might watch it. I saw the new trailer for it. It looks cool. I'm more excited for the Wanda and Vision show. That's more my speed. Loki is a fun character, but he's never been like my draw to the franchise. Jacksepticeye, thank you so much for the compliment. I appreciate it. What about Lightyear? Yeah, they're making a Buzz Lightyear Pixar movie. And Chris Evans is voicing Buzz Lightyear. But it's not Buzz Lightyear the toy, it's Buzz Lightyear the actual character that the toy is based on. I love that idea. I have no idea what it's going to be like, but it's just crazy enough that it might work. New Thor has Christian Bale in it, count me out. You don't like Christian Bale? But he's a really good actor. That was like a thing for me. I'm like, oh, really good actor in this one. Kind of drew me in more. Yeah, like the Buzz Lightyear animated show. I used to fucking love that animated show. I watched a lot of that as a kid. Wondering how the new Batman will be. Me too. I like Robert Pattinson. Ethan told me that my blonde hair looked like Robert Pattinson in Good Time. I was like, oh god, I can't unsee it. I like my actors to emote. Yet to see him emote. What? He's, I mean, emoting doesn't have to be like theatrical. I mean, I get what you mean. That is definitely a preference people have, but I wouldn't say he doesn't emote. He is very serious in a lot of roles. I'll give you that. Robert was good in Devil all the time. Bad character, but good acting. That seems to be a lot of Robert Pattinson stuff. Well, actually, no, he's played a lot more good characters lately. He's a phenomenal actor. I'm so glad that he got to shine more after Twilight, because that could really bury somebody. He's a very, very good actor. Yeah, him in The Lighthouse is... Oh. If you haven't seen The Lighthouse yet, please watch it. It's... You might hate it, but on the off chance that you'll enjoy what's in it, then you'll probably love it. And then that's worth it. Lighthouse is awesome. Such a unique movie as well. Thunder Mistress, thank you for the 2 gifted subs. Hufflepuff Tracks, thank you for the gifted sub. Oh, and resubscribing for 11 months, thanks. I used to love Twilight. I mean, I hated it, and now I actually like it. Especially the first one. The other movies get a bit... I mean, they're all bad in their own way. But the first one, at least, is fun to watch. The second one is like... I fucking hate the Jacob and Bella dynamic. It's so toxic that I just can't... I can't even, like, suspend my disbelief. It's such a shitty relationship. Like, her and Edward, I was gonna say Robert, I couldn't think of his name. Her and Edward's relationship is already like, whatever, but I'll believe it, whatever. Vampire, they seduce you and whatnot. Like, your love is a love that's gonna cure everything. But that I can at least suspend my disbelief for. But some of the shit between Bella and Jacob, it's just, it just kind of happens for even less reasons. And then Edward's just at the side being like, I guess I'll let this happen. I was like, yeah, but she's mine anyway. It's like, what is happening? That one scene where they like come out of the tent and Jacob and Bella like kiss each other in front of Edward. And she's like, I don't know who to pick. I'm like, bitch! Didn't you just profess your love to Edward over and over again constantly, and you're super attracted to him and he's the one and all, to be all and end all, and you do anything for him? I'm getting mad about Twilight. What the fuck is wrong with me? I'm sure it's better in the books. I don't want to hear it. I'm talking exclusively about the movies and how bad it sets it up. I just remember, I can't remember the specifics about it, but I remember there was some stuff in the movie that me and Evelyn were watching. We watched all of them, and I hate watched it. The first one, I was like, man, this is fun. It's so dumb and fun. The first one and the last one are like dumb fun. And then there was stuff in the middle where I was legitimately like, fucking white knuckle. Not really, but I was like, what is she doing? This is stupid. Fucking teenagers, man. Dumb bitches. So dumb. I get mad about Twilight. Yeah, I'm getting old. It literally was that. It was the like teen drama stuff that, like, teen drama stuff is one thing that I'm like, if it has any sort of sense to it at all, or if the character's motivations kind of align with it at all, I'm usually okay with it. I kind of roll my eyes at it these days. But some of the stuff in that, I was like, it's too much. it's too much melodrama. It's too much angst. It's too much, like, teenagers are gonna love this. And I was like, none of what you're doing makes any sense. And you're all idiots who are gonna regret this in 5 years. I felt like a dad. I just can't handle, like, weird relationship dynamics that just make no sense. Because I feel like there was just not enough build-up to a lot of it. Like the Bella and Edward relationship. Why am I still talking about this? I'm so fucking cringe right now. The Bella and Edward relationship I could at least believe, because it's supposed to be like the main characters are like loving each other, and you have to cut out a bunch of the context to make it into a movie. But for the Jacob stuff, it felt like they just cut out all context, and it was just like, here I am, love triangle, let's go, drama. I'm like, no! Whatever. Twilight bad. But the first and last one are fun. At least the last one gave us like that, fuck it, let's have that massive battle where a bunch of them die. And even though they walked it back and whatnot, and it was kind of like, oh, whatever. But at least you had the balls to show it on screen. And then the first one is just a good old meme romp. I kind of want to watch first Twilight now again. It's one of those like, it's one of those movies that like Harry Potter I'll go back and watch, and comparing it to that because that's those were very compared when they were coming out. They came out around the same time, especially the later Harry Potters. But Harry Potter you go back to and it's nice, like a nice warm blanket, where it's like, oh, these are fucking great. And then Twilight, it's like, oh man, Twilight, you're not good for me. But God, do I want to watch you again. Something about it. There's something about like hate watching those movies. It's like, yeah, let's go. Anyway, I think a lot of it is because I actually just really like Robert Pattinson as an actor. They aren't even comparable. No, not at all. They're completely different types of movies, and the Harry Potter franchise is many calibers higher in quality. And the source material is just based on less on like teenage drama and relationships. So they're just not the same thing at all. But at the time when they were coming out, there was a lot of like, are you a Twilight or Harry Potter fan? Some of you might be too young to remember. First Harry Potter came out when I was 9 years old, I think. Oh, 2001. I was 11. 11 years old. Wow. This isn't a chance for you to all spam your ages in chat, by the way. You're not allowed to do that here. Don't do it. Don't do it. But yeah, when did the first Twilight come out? 2008. God, that was a big gap. So what Harry Potter movie was coming out when the first Twilight was coming out? Not Half-Blood Prince. Order of the Phoenix? Jeez, they were well into Harry Potter at that point. Why are they comparing them so much? Is it because Robert Pattinson was in both? I see. I guess it was just like the teenager thing to watch at that time. Like they were the teenage movies of the summer every time they were coming out. Oh, poor Cedric. He was fun in that movie. God, I love movies. I could talk about movies all day. If you want to talk about the ins and outs of movies and games, hit me up. Especially if you want to talk about the audio and the lighting in them. But especially the audio. And actors? Oh, don't even get me started. It's like my favorite stuff to talk about. What happened to the hair? The Grinch came in and shat all over me. The wildest thing. Somebody clipped it though. You can go back and watch it. Why do you hate Inside Out? I hate Inside Out and I hate Moana. Well, hate is a strong word. Obviously, I don't hate them. It takes a lot of effort to hate something. I just don't like them. Inside Out felt so obvious. Like, it's fine. And it's not a bad movie. I just felt like I could see all of the decisions to, like, pull on heartstrings. I could see where the movie was going every step of the way, and I didn't like that. I could feel the, like, production behind the movie. And I just didn't really care about any of the characters. Moana was even more predictable. It felt like such an incredibly safe movie to make. Like, don't get me wrong, it's fine if you like those movies. I don't care enough to... like, why would I care if people like those movies? I personally just don't like them. They just felt... I'm not going to say lazy, because that's not true at all. It takes a considerable amount of effort to make these movies. I felt like they were too safe. They didn't take any chances for me, and the characters felt very, very obvious. But they're kids' movies, so of course. But it's hard to explain, because I'd need to watch them again. It felt cookie cutter in a way. Like, oh, Moana's going off on an adventure. Okay. We've seen many characters do that. With, like, here's the gimmicky, like, chicken friend who's a comedic side piece animal ally. Like, it all just felt very, like, I don't know. Because there are kids' movies that I'll watch again and I'm like, man, incredible. I haven't seen Onward yet. But I've heard it's good. Too formulaic. Yeah, maybe. But that's the thing, is that a lot of their movies are formulaic. It's just, for some reason, it really stood out to me in those movies. They're very, very pretty movies, though. I'll give them that. The end of Moana is gorgeous. WALL-E's incredible. See, WALL-E is a different type of story. Like, where the characters are going and everything is kind of predictable, but... I don't know, the idea of falling in love with a robot that doesn't say anything, like, that's cool. It's like another character that doesn't fit in on their island because of some force outside of the island, and they go on an adventure to discover themselves. Like, that just feels very overplayed at this point. Coco was good, but I think I like that movie more for aesthetic purposes. I like that world. But again, that's just my opinion. It doesn't matter. If I don't like something and other people do, then that's fine. I love Wreck-It Ralph. I really enjoyed the second Wreck-It Ralph, actually. Like, I had such... I kind of went in a bit cynical going into it. Me and Evelyn... Did we see it? I don't think so. God, it came out so long ago, I can't remember. When did that movie come out? ...2018. I can't remember. I saw it with somebody. Or did I see it at home? I can't remember. Anyway, I remember going in with, like, really low expectations for that movie because it was like Ralph Breaks the Internet, and I was like, here we go with all the, like, very obvious internet references, and then it was genuinely really fun. My sense of time is all messed up because I can't even remember what happened at the start of this year. You ever see those clips where somebody's like, this happened this year, and you're like, no, I thought that was like a year and a half ago. My favorite, well, I guess it's not a Pixar movie, but we were talking about WALL-E, which is Disney Pixar, and Moana is Disney Pixar as well. Or is it just Disney? God, so confusing these days. It's just Disney. Okay. I like Disney from like years past. I know that's a very boomer thing to say. But my favorite Disney movie is still Hunchback of Notre Dame because it's so dark. You have a dude talking, you have a religious figure talking about... You have a religious figure keeping a person who, by his standards, is not beautiful and does not fit in with society because of the way their face is shaped. And then doesn't let him out of a bell tower. And then when somebody else comes up who is a gypsy and they think less of them, but is also incredibly attracted to them, but doesn't understand why and thinks it's like dark devil magic, and then says that unless I can have them and their sweet body, that I'm gonna burn them and send them to hell. That shit's fucking dope. Let's go. That's dark. That has a purpose. That has a reason. That has a lot of like social commentary in it. I love that. And the songs are so dark, and they have like this really crazy like Roman Latin choir in them. So cool. I feel like it took chances and took risks. Have you heard the Hunchback musical? I have not. We actually watched the Beauty and the Beast live action more recently. And it was a lot better than I expected. Anyway, we talked a lot about movies. I think I'm gonna end the stream here. Thank you guys for showing up and hanging out. Appreciate you. It was a nice chill time to hang out after a long stream yesterday. Gotta go eat. I'm quite hungry right now. But thank you guys so much for all the subs and gifted subs and resubs and all that kind of stuff. I appreciate it a lot. It's nice to hang out and chat with you guys. Appreciate you all. And thanks to the mods for helping out as well, always. I am going to go get myself some food. I hope that you guys enjoy the rest of your day. And I'll see you in the next one. We'll be back to stream some more Cyberpunk this week, and Raft and Bloodborne probably. But until then, farewell. We're going to raid Robin because he's playing Assassin's Creed Valhalla, and I can't believe he hasn't finished the game yet. He's been streaming it so long. It must be such a long game. But yeah, have fun, guys. Go spread joy, and I'll recharge my lights, I guess. All right, see you later, guys.